Childbirth is this massive, life-changing experience. But in Brazil, it can come with some really unique challenges. So today, we're going to take a look at a service that's all about changing that narrative. It's called Obstetrícia com Propósito, which means obstetrics with purpose. Let's dive in and see what makes their approach so different. And they kick things off with this really blunt admission. It's such a powerful statement, right? It just sets the stage perfectly, acknowledging the real-world hurdles that so many expecting parents face. It shows you right away why a different, more supportive approach is so needed. And that's exactly where Obstetrícia com Propósito steps in. Their whole philosophy is built around family-centered care. Just look at their logo. That little seedling being nurtured in a hand. It perfectly sums up what they're about, fostering growth, providing support, and aiming for a really positive beginning. I mean, that's not just some marketing slogan, right? That's a real promise. It immediately gives you this sense of partnership, of unwavering support. It tells you, hey, you are not doing this alone. We are right here with you every single step of the way. Okay, so who are the actual people making this promise? Let's meet the guides behind this whole practice, Priscilla and Gabriella. We're going to see what personal beliefs really shape their unique way of caring for families. All right, first up, we've got Priscilla Bolsoni, and her philosophy is just so foundational to everything they do. For her, birth isn't some medical crisis waiting to happen. Nope, it's a natural, powerful process that our bodies were literally designed for. And that core belief, it changes everything about her approach. And then you have Gabriella Rubatino. For her, it's all about personal experience. She brings this incredible blend of deep technical skill and the kind of empathy that can only come from being a mother herself. It's this powerful mix of technique, sensitivity, and just being truly present. And their commitment to excellence is, well, it's seriously impressive. This isn't just talk. It's backed up by some incredible, diverse training. I mean, just imagine learning from traditional midwives deep in the Amazon, and then also mastering modern techniques like hypnosis for natural pain management or laser therapy for postpartum healing. It's this amazing blend of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. Okay, so now that we've met the guides, let's walk through what this journey of care actually looks like, from those early days of pregnancy all the way through to that postpartum phase. So they break down their care into 3 really clear phases. It all starts with the prenatal period, which is all about building trust and getting prepared. Then you have the main event, labor and birth, which is defined by continuous, hands-on support. And finally, it wraps up with gentle postpartum care for both the new mom and the baby. And wow, this image, it just says it all, doesn't it? This is what that support looks like during labor. It's hands-on, it's present, it's focused. It's about providing that calm guidance and expertise right when you need it the most. So what does that support actually look like when you're in the thick of it? Well, it starts with online guidance during early labor. Then, once things get more active, they're there in person. They're constantly monitoring the well-being of both mom and baby, acting as a calm go-between with the hospital staff. And, this is so crucial, they protect those first precious moments, like immediate skin-to-skin contact and helping with that very first breastfeeding session. And the journey doesn't just stop the second the baby arrives. In those first few tender days, the focus shifts to postpartum care. The support keeps going with things like breastfeeding guidance, help with baby care, and a huge focus on the mother's own recovery, both physically and emotionally. So what really makes them different? What's the secret sauce here? Let's dig into their unique benefits, which are all backed by real stories from the families they've worked with. This is what they call the purposeful difference. And this is a really important question, one they tackle head on. Why should you have a specialized obstetric nurse on your birth team? What specific advantages do they actually bring to the table? And the answer? Well, the benefits are pretty huge. First off, all their care is based on solid scientific evidence. They offer real, effective pain relief methods that don't involve drugs. They give you personalized, one-on-one care and help you create a detailed birth plan. And all that expertise often helps reduce the risk of ending up in the hospital too early or having unnecessary interventions. Look, you don't have to just take my word for it. The results really do speak for themselves. Just listen to what their client, Anise Lady, had to say. Her experience just perfectly captures that mix of calm, sensitivity, and deep knowledge that defines their care, from the very first contractions at home all the way to the moment she met her daughter. And how cool is this? It's a perfect little example of their whole approach.
They offer to create a placenta print, this totally unique piece of art that becomes a powerful keepsake from the birth journey. It's a small touch, but it really shows how much they honor the entire experience.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and get into the practical stuff, the nitty-gritty. For anyone who might be interested in this kind of care, we're going to break down their service packages, the payment options, and the hospitals where they actually work. So they've got a few different packages, and they're laid out super clearly to match what you might need. The great thing is, all of them include that essential 24/7 availability and full support during labor. The main differences are in the number of prenatal visits and how much postpartum care you get. So as you move up, the more comprehensive packages add cool services like laser therapy, which is a low-level light treatment that really helps with healing, and a full-on breastfeeding consultation. All right, what about paying for it? They keep it pretty flexible. You can use cash, Pix, or a credit card. The way it works is you put down a 30% deposit, and then you can pay the rest in installments. They also have some nice discounts if you pay for it all up front, or if you're already working with a doula or one of their partner doctors. And this is a big one for a lot of families. Their services are actually eligible for reimbursement from health insurance providers. That's a huge deal, and it can make this kind of personalized care way more accessible. And the last big practical question is, where do they actually work? Well, they attend a number of hospitals in the Val do Paraíba region, like Antoninho Vivalé and Hospital San José. And they also practice at several major maternity hospitals in São Paulo, including well-known ones like São Luís Star and Pro Matre. You know, at the end of the day, what they're offering here is so much more than just a service. It's really about helping families create positive, powerful memories that are going to last an entire lifetime. It's about starting that new chapter on the best possible note. And we'll end with this quote, which they share themselves. It just brings everything right back to the beginning, back to their name and their why. For them, this isn't just a profession. It's a calling. It's a purpose. And it kind of leaves us with this final thought. What does it really mean to approach birth not with fear, but with reverence and with purpose?